Pre-workouts are kind of like human beings, like people. They're not all high class. Some are really low class, some are high class. So when it comes to pre-workouts, I would say first and foremost, you want to know about the 4 dangers of taking a pre-workout. Number 1 that I see very often is that pre-workouts, obviously they have stimulants and they have a lot of stuff in them that are going to get you going. Now, all that requires more water intake. And the problem is 4 out of 5 Americans are already dehydrated, and probably you might not be drinking enough water either. And I see so many people not drink enough water, yet they also take a pre-workout, which dehydrates you even more. So rule number 1 is that even before you even consider taking a pre-workout, drink enough water. Now, number 2 is that pre-workouts have stimulants in them. All pre-workouts, unless it says stimulant free, it's gonna have caffeine in it. Caffeine is the number 1 ingredient in a pre-workout. In fact, if you want the most natural pre-workout, that's just straight up black coffee. But when it comes to real pre-workouts, they usually have anywhere from 150 all the way up to 300, 350 milligrams of caffeine. My recommendation is that you only take pre-workout or you drink coffee. You don't take both, because if you take coffee in the morning and then a pre-workout at night, or vice versa, or just split throughout the day, odds are your caffeine intake is just gonna stack on top of each other, and you're just gonna take way too much caffeine, and you might end up taking 400 plus milligrams of caffeine. What that's going to do is tax your central nervous system. When that happens, your adrenal fatigue is gonna go up. Long story short, you're gonna become irritable, you're gonna lose your temper more often than you already do. Your mood's gonna suck, you might have mood swings. But the worst of all is that if you take in too much caffeine, it's gonna mess with your sleep. And look, if you wanna live long and healthy and have a clear skin and just be that person that walks into the room and everybody thinks, damn, they want to know about you because you're attractive, you're sexy, you're the one person that everybody wants to know what it is that you do. Do you own this building? Because you look so good when you walk into the room. If you want to be that person, then you have to have a steady sleep schedule. Oh, boring. Boring. Shut up, Michael. We don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's just how it is. You got to have a steady sleep schedule. Shut up, Michael. That's boring. Screw you. Go home. I don't want to hear that. Isn't there a surgery? Isn't there a pill? Isn't there a button I can push? Yeah, there's a button you can push on your phone to turn it off so you can go home or go to bed and then get a good night's sleep and go to bed at the same time every night and then wake up at the same time every morning. Danger number 3 when it comes to pre-workouts is that sometimes you will take a pre-workout, for instance, on an empty stomach, and it's a potent one. It has 200, 250 milligrams or more of caffeine. And then what happens is you work out so hard, even though your routine only tells you to do 10 reps on a bent over row, but because you're feeling it and you're feeling yourself so much, you go ahead and do 20 reps and everything feels fine. And after 45 minutes to 60 minutes, you still feel like you can lift the whole entire gym. But then the next day, you encounter yourself and you run into the fact that you're lacking the recovery of the extreme workout you just did that was enabled by your pre-workout. And now your next workout is going to suck because you're still too sore from your previous workout. So you have to kind of auto-regulate yourself when it comes to taking pre-workout. You have to know, don't overdo it, because it's not what you can do in the gym, it's what you can recover from. And that is a very high intelligence sentence. Only the people that really they have no sawdust in their brains, they're gonna get that. So if you get that, you're my friend. Because the thing is, you can work out super hard in the gym, but it doesn't matter. It matters what you can recover from. And what is recovery? Recovery is sleep, water, and also big time the quality of the foods you eat. So Recovery is everything. What you do in the gym is a little bit of stimulation. Tear down the muscle a little bit so that you can recover it a whole lot. And that's how you look really good, and that's how you get healthy. But most 99.99999% of Americans, they go into the gym, they go bam, super hard, and then their recovery is like, mañana, mañana, mañana. And then they end up with just a humongous stomach where they end up, some people end up eating a little paper plate, and they eat taquitos with the plate resting on their belly, which saves you money. You don't have to buy a table, but it's not a good life to live. Now, danger number 4 of pre-workouts is that a lot of them have just crazy, dumb chemicals in them. Now, I have been a victim of this too. Just kidding, I wasn't a victim, because you are always responsible for what you put in your body. When I started with pre-workouts, I was taking Jack 3D, I was taking Gaspari Nutrition Super Pump, I was taking all of that stuff, Glycer Grow, White Flood, all that. One of them had DMT in it. Some of them got pulled off the market because it basically had a light version of methamphetamines in it, basically. So, and I remember taking that. I would take that when it was in my personal trainer days. I would take the recommended serving, like no more, just 1 scoop. And I would go work out. I would just get insane pumps. Like my shoulders now, twice as big, basically, that's how it felt. People would walk up to me and they would say, dude, bruh, what steroids are you on, bruh? And I'm like, damn, that's the ultimate compliment. And of course, that motivated me to keep taking that stuff. But I kid you not, man. After I would work out, I would do, especially on upper body day, my shoulders would just be, Mount Rushmores. And about 2 hours after I was done with my workout, I did not know whether I was standing or sitting down. I did not know. I forgot people's names. And I was just in such a daze. And I was supposed to train too, and just like, this is how I was talking to people, like, what? And it was just insane. So that really made me stop. I think a lot of younger kids in their 20s, your digestive system is still clean, you're a blank slate, you recover quick, you kind of just experiment with all these pre-workouts. But honestly, the sooner you get mature with your pre-workouts, mature being that it has a very little amount of ingredients. If you want to just play completely safe, go for black coffee. But there are many and more coming pre-workouts that are clean. And, I don't like putting them in my video because there's always more coming out soon. So depending on when you watch this video, if you want to know the current pre-workouts that I'm taking, message me. However you're watching this video, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, email, just message me with the word pre-workouts, and then I'll send you my list of what I am currently taking. Rest assured, it's not going to have any crazy sweeteners, or it's not going to make you grow a 3rd nipple or horns, unless you already have those. It's not going to make you grow more of them. So it's all clean, because that's what it's all about. If you want to live a long and lasting life, you want to keep it as natural as possible. With that said, I hope he's kind of helped you out there. Don't put that crazy pre-workout in your body. And by the way, all you people that dry scoop it, oh wow, you're so cool. Oh my God, look at you. Look at you, you're so special. It doesn't matter, by the way, guys. I get that question all the time. Does dry scooping help? No, it just means you're not taking water in, and you're gonna have to take water later on. The only time you should dry scoop is if you have no water. That's it.